Okie dokie. Testing the audio. Okie dokie. Alright. Just starting the stream. Making sure that nothing is wonky. Alright, so I suppose it's time for the sortie. So one thing to note is that like everyone has a different way to do some of these missions. For me, the defense, it's what? You kill as fast as possible, I believe. It's a little wonky. So I'm gonna bring out an older frame that most people won't have seen. So I'll name this 04 Loki. And yes, it'll be Loki. So let's head over here. Go, okay, change Loki. Well, upgrade you. So duration isn't the name of the game here, it's range. So molt efficiency's not super necessary here. Do I have any HP? Very little. Cunning drift. Auger message. Do I want any extra energy? It should be fine. Okay. And then something to murk them all. So theoretically, like, mind you, this build's effectiveness has gone down since. Do I have a radiating disarm on? I do not want radiating. Anyways, it's been changed quite a bit because of the new Eczema, and I used to run Loki all the time.
The enemy is at our doorstep.
Oh wait, I don't even
Defend our
need Loki
equipment
here.
until reinforcements arrive.
Oh well. I thought it was something else. In that case, we can bring gauze. Let's see, how's my quality of the stream? I hope it's alright. I see it's a little bit fuzzy. I'm not sure how to deal with that. Tomorrow I'll play around with more settings. I tried boosting my audio today a little bit. Gauze or Ember? I think Ember would be... Gauze is more interactive. Ember might be more efficient. I should probably rename some of these. Let's bring Ember. And my weapons. I don't want Zyphus. Okay.
our doorstep. You must defend our equipment until reinforcements arrive.
Hear that? Your equipment. Here, have that. So in terms of visibility, Twitch seems to be better for streaming visibility, and YouTube seems to be better for video visibility. It's, I don't know. I'll keep going and seeing how much traction I get. Maybe I should drop my frames per second so that I can focus more on quality. I'm also streaming via restream, so that might be biting a little bit into the quality of my stream, but shouldn't be too big of a deal. I should probably do this library. Yeah, he can primarily handle himself now. Oh. Didn't reload all the way. Yeah, I don't even need it. So, I was reading a little bit on the AMA that happened a little while back. So, from what I understand, the devs aren't planning to change sorties all that much, considering they deem it a successful feature. A lot of people play the sorties. I think, in terms of like finding out like what on the sorties might need to be worked on, because there are problems, right? For instance, defenses take a long time, right? I wouldn't be surprised, and I don't have access to the numbers, but I wouldn't be surprised if most people would ignore the slower game modes: survival, defense, extraction, or excavation. There we go. Simply because they take too long. Not everyone has that kind of time. As well as certain assassinations, being Bayheck, primarily. Because if you like the Bayheck fight, I think, especially in the sortie, when he has like 500 invulnerability, like, he basically has hard caps on how much damage you can do to him at any given moment. So, I don't know. No, I can cheese him, I think. I'll need to test it out, because I know you can cheese the current normal Bayheck with Garuda, but I don't know if you can cheese the Sortie Bayheck, because he has so many "I'm not allowing you to hurt me" frames. Like, oh, or like damage cap. There's a hard damage cap. Yeah, I want that back. Okay. So, realistically, there's like three major components about Warframe as a game that keep people coming back, right? It's you play how you want to play, right? That's like the most important bit. There's a lot of solutions to problems, right? Some people want to play it efficiently, some people want to play it like I do, moderately slow, like just tanking things. My playstyle is more of a toolboxy kind of playstyle. For instance, like doing something fast is one thing, doing something without as much effort is another, right? For instance, one reason why I bring out Revenant for the harder content is, well, where is my time going to be the most valuable, right? Like, well, I just don't want to risk failing, because no matter how fast I do something, like, failure is going to be the biggest setback, right? But sometimes Revenant isn't the right answer. For instance, an interception, where you probably want to kill as little things as possible. So, Limbo, it's probably a good choice there. There's also Nidus for the higher level ones, where you mitigate the chance of death. Right. Overall, there are a couple frames that are just miles better than other Warframes. For instance, when talking about the tankiest Warframes, there's a lot of Warframes that fit that bill, right? For different reasons. If amongst them are Revenant, Rhino, and technically Wukong. Lots and lots of ways to mitigate damage. Completely, mind you. I'm at 142 stacks, but I've only gotten 100 kills. I'm a little bit confused, but it would be nice. I know that this is more of like an extra ask, but in terms of like feeling for Ember's ultimate, to leave like little craters here and there. No. Yeah, anyways, 3 ways of playing. 3 ways of focusing on playing the game. Like, for instance, another one is fashion frame. Fashion isn't like the biggest thing for me. Sometimes I get a flash of inspiration, like why I purchased these wings. Sometimes that's the only thing that matters to people. And they'll play 1 or 2 frames. I'll try to play as many frames as I can, as long as they fit the bill. So play the way you want, dress the way you want, and last but not least, it's like, what are your goals? Like, for me, I'm very, very goal driven. I want to, right now, one of my goals, I don't think I'm going to make it by Dubiri, that's tomorrow. I wanted to get materials for all of the Warframes I currently do not have in the helmet. Right. I'm planning to probably just pick up Hilden Prime via the market, as opposed to like farming her outright. Personally, goal-wise, I tend to avoid any of the longer farms that don't have a guarantee. I tend to. So, for instance, the primed pieces of equipment, I would rather not ever farm or intentionally farm.
But fortune favors the bold, and there ain't none so bold as people with nothing to lose. I'm down.
Yeah, I saw. if you tell me to like fight a boss for resources or something like that, I'm down. I'm totally down. Like for me, if my friends want to farm something, I'm totally down. I just wouldn't do it myself on my own. If it's something like what are they called? If it's like the Requiem relics, then if I'm farming liches, then that's just part of the deal. It's not I'm farming 3 to 4 pieces of either a Warframe or a weapon that I don't want, or like with a 10% chance to get like one of the specific pieces. Like, I find relics and relic missions much more interesting when I don't have a goal for them. And I'm just doing them as happenstance. Though, mind you, I kinda should do some survivals or something, because I am running out of stuff for barrows. Hello there. Hello. Hey, Ray One. Not sure how you stumbled upon this channel, but welcome, welcome. I'm just hashing out the sortie. And might do a little bit of my daily farm. Sabotage. Rescue. So the next two are probably going to just be Wukong. No, that's not Wukong at all. Yeah. Well, you're very welcome to watch the stream. I think you're one of my first new viewers in quite a while. So it's nice to see that there's some traction out there. So you play much Warframe yourself, or you just like watching the content? Am I in the right setup? I should have double checked. Yes, yes I am. Yeah, like, I don't know. There's a lot of games out there that I don't think I would ever play or again myself. Like, for instance, I don't mind watching Dota or League of Legends content. I just never want to play those games ever again. Mostly because they're just not my scene. So Warframe seems to be that kind of game for a lot of older players, because the grind is a wall that some people, including myself sometimes, just don't appreciate. You got to MR20 and then start getting into Destiny, but okay. Yeah, I'm mad excited for Duviri coming out tomorrow. Some of my friends have also hopped over to Destiny for the time being, but for me, I'm just sticking around until Duviri hits, because well, it's supposed to be a pretty big change, and depending on how well it goes, it's going to set the precedent for what to expect for the devs coming forward, right? Going forward. Because, I mean, if it's anything like Plains of Eidolon or Valise, I'm probably gonna not play the game for very long. But if it's as entertaining, as like open as the devs say it is, then I think it will drastically extend the longevity of the game, right? One of the things I'm looking most forward to is having a different way to farm a lot of the late game resources really early on, because you're able to do the Viri like from the start of the game, right? So it's for new and old players alike. Because it's essentially a different game altogether, right? The biggest thing I think which is super welcome, is once a week you get to pick your reward for playing Taviri. So you know that there is, after playing X amount, you are guaranteed the reward, right? For instance, for non-steel path, you get to pick a Warframe, right? That after you complete the circuit, you get all 3 pieces of the Warframe and some extra goodies, like what was it called? Like arcanes. And these aren't going to be only the cheapo arcanes either. Like Energize is on that list, right? Yes, the Incarnate weapons. Like, this is the second time that the devs have tried to make the older weapons viable. The first time being the ribbons, and the ribbons are way too much RNG to have ever succeeded. But the new Incarnate weapons, I think that is a fantastic way of taking it. I did take a look at some of the leaks from way back when, and supposedly the Torrid is getting a Incarnate adapter, which, if it is, I'm mad excited for. You might not know the Torrid, or mayhaps, but it's one of the oldest weapons in the game. It's in the first line of clan weapons. And it used to be a favorite for defenses and things like that when it was necessary. Yeah, so are there any particular weapons you're looking forward to seeing gain an Incarnate adapter? Because according to the devs, they're planning to expand that system. So, unlike a lot of the content which dies after release, it's supposed to be constantly being upkept.
Before any harm comes to them.
For me, like I mentioned, the Torrid is one weapon that I didn't think I would ever hear about ever again. I'm kind of like one of the people that really like the big guns, so the Tigris or something like that would be quite nice.
A juggernaut nearby, it will only attack when it senses high concentrations of infested blood. Slow the fight if you want it to go away. Hurry up. You are running out of time.
You used to be able to scan the cells to see if there's a person inside of them, but yeah,
Thank you.
that's not an option.
Got a weapon for me? I've got some scores to settle.
I am no longer detecting signs of a juggernaut. Move on. You are safe.
I mean, one thing about the Incarnants is I'm not 100% sure. They're probably not going to get like the 50% chance to do 2k damage. Right? Yeah. So the Incarnate adapters, from what I understand, I got a form. You get a choice of 2 every week when you start the circuit. However, you have to complete this, but this is for the whatchamacallit, Steel Path version of the circuit. So if you are Steel Path viable, then you're going to be able to get your hands on them quite quickly, right? If not, then you'll need a little bit of help. Yeah, so the Trunma is probably one of the best feeling guns I have. It was a little bit of a pain in the butt to get, though. Let's see. Let's knock out some... So I still need to do some incursions. I don't really want to do these incursions. This is on Uranus. Sure. Let's just take it easy so I can have a nice chat. I'll set it to solo so that in case anything happens. Double check what skills I have available. Yeah, so I guess the question is, are you looking for new weapons, and what style of weapons do you enjoy, right? Because everyone has something different that they're looking for. Silence, okay. Yeah. So it was the Seri glass. I'm going to go out on a limb and say it was the Seri glass. But like it is a meaty gun. Like the only real issue is the reload, but you can also ignore the reload with certain mod sets, right? So just reloading. So, what Warframes do you normally run? Do you have a particular favorite that you run all the time, or do you kind of like me and like to toolbox them? Because, I mean, we all got different preferences, right? So, yeah, so reload speed, it's a little rough because, like, as most people probably are, especially with video games like this, you probably don't want to use a mod slot for reload speed, right? If you could, you would probably prefer it, like, spent somewhere else. So, what you can do is use the holster reload mods. That's it. So there are some for each weapon type that belong in the Exilus adapter slot. Or you could use the synth mod set that lets you do that. For instance, you see my Phalarx here. I don't like reloading it, right? So I'm going to get it down to 2. And I'm just going to swap off now. And it'll reload a percent of my my ammo every second. So see, now it's up to 10. So that way I can have a big bursty gun and never have to reload it, right? Wisp is a very, very solid choice for Scale Path. I feel like she's quite dominant when it comes to like being the fastest, being very, very tanky, and also being near undetectable, right? I'm not killing these things nearly as fast as I thought I would. So let's see. Any particular favorites in terms of mission types, then? Because, well, here's the better question: what are the mission types you will avoid unless you absolutely have to do them? And for the case of conversation, I suppose you can list like specific assassinations as unique ones. Mm-hmm. Hi, Malice. Goodbye, Malice. Oh, my life support's getting up. Yeah, I probably should bring a weapon better suited for killing these things, Anyways, the mission's done. So, yeah, disruptions are a little tricky because they hit way, way higher than their pay grade, right?
Go to extraction.
Like, the disruptors tend to be just, or the demolitionists tend to just be like the tankiest things in the universe. So I can totally feel that. I think Disruptions, when it was first introduced, was my least favorite game mode for a while. And then when I kind of figured it out, it became one of my favorites.
What you have learned here.
And the main reason is, after round 3, as long as you complete 3 of the defenses, every round is a Rotation C reward. And that is unheard of in any other infinite mission type. And it's actually a lot, it's probably one of the fastest ways to crack relics open as well. One of, not the most. But speaking of disruptions, sure, why not? Let's see if I can put my money where my mouth is. So I want this to be loaded up.
Put the key in, and you can pull the shiny
So
out. Trick is,
favorites.
you've got to wait to open. Something happens to the conjure before.
I don't as of right now. I don't have a particularly favorite Warframe. I primarily use Revenant right now simply because it's nice and easy. But given my total playtime, let's take a look at my stats. Given my total playtime, I have played. Is it up here? List incursions. Those are operation scores, total playtime. Okay, so out of my 1,700 hours played, right? 24%, 25% of it was using the base Loki. Like, it wasn't even using Loki Prime. So I spent over 400 hours playing just Loki. That's because he fulfilled the same role as Revenant does today. Loki also does a lot of things to break game mechanics, which is very, very funny for me. Weapon-wise, I am very, very fond of the Fenmore. Like, it is one of my favorite weapons. Like, it feels really, really good to use. And then I think coming up next is the Phalanx, which is what I'm using now. It's an incarnate weapon that, well, it's a shotgun that goes right. On my channel, I have a short uploaded where I use it to. Oops, I'm just not good at this. I used it to melt Nira in a couple of seconds, right? And here's the thing, Warframe is one of the games where you can make almost any setup work.
Conjure keys are carried by high-ranking
Right.
muckety mucks. Knock 'em down. See what they've got.
So it's like, if you like the way a gun feels, there's a very good chance that you can make it viable. You just, depending on the type of weapon, you just might need to work really, really hard to do that. Oh, my damage isn't very good right now. Oh, right, it's pretty near though. That's probably why. So I'm probably going to have a rough time this disruption, eh?
First key. Right. Find a matching conduit.
Mm-hmm.
Demo unit looking to depart this mortal coil.
Well, let's see. Do you play, like, are you playing primarily with your friends, or, like, did you just happen to start Destiny, kind of because the grind was pretty bad? Because no one's going to blame you for that. I should have swapped over to a different weapon, but it's fine. So, right now, I'm just making sure that, look, the first round is basically figure out where the noise is going to start coming from. Uh-oh. I wasn't expecting that. This isn't good. Nothing is going according to plan. Oh, should not have used that. Where are you? Oh boy. So, what's happening?
Conduit destroyed.
So I need a different setup. That's what I need.
You'll be in
So
trouble.
I'll show you where I got the. Show you my Fenmore, since it's a little bit better for this kind of stuff. Because the full, like, with most things, like, they struggle with whatchamacallits, armored units, right? That's basically one of the biggest issues with modern Warframe, is that modern units the modern enemies with like high armor is basically the end of your run. So if I go this and this and not die like a dum-dum, yeah, so with regards to the Fenmore, I think it's probably the best rifle in the game in terms of feeling, not just damage, right? I've modded it out the wazoo, so it's gonna be probably like, oh, you know what? My Fenmore was set up for collecting ribbons, not not dealing damage. So that was probably why I was missing like half its damage.
You don't get the goods ever.
Because it was set to blast. That's a thing for later. So yeah, compared to my Phalarks, you can see that I'm able to mince these guys quite quickly.
Don't you worry though. I've got some workarounds. Conduit keys are carried by high-ranking marketing mucks. Knock them down. See what they've got. First key. Right. Find a matching conduit. Demo unit
So
incoming.
the
Don't let them near
scariest
the
one
conduit.
is when they come up from up here. So I should watch from here. Because I don't think they can come from any other room. I could be wrong though. Where are you? Oh, hello. Oh god, you're down there. Right, just a set of unfortunate circumstances. Yeah, like, one of the biggest issues with Steel Path Disruption is, well, how tanky some of them are. It doesn't help that the layout's pretty terrible too, but those are excuses because I'm bad. And that's basically all there is to it.
Hear that beeping? Demo unit's on its way.
Oh, I should reload this first. Otherwise we're going to end up with the same problem. So where is they coming from here? Are they coming from here? Nope. Where'd it go? Over here? I'm looking forward to the whole Fury experience nonetheless, though.
Demo unit coming in fast. That thing bows and you can kiss the conduit goodbye.
Okay.
Demo
Energy
unit
drain, that's
to
good.
depart this mortal coil and take you with it. Keep it clear
why'd I
of
do
that
that?
conduit.
Come on, drop your thing. There you
Hope you're not done. Had to pay Maru a small fortune in rations for this tip.
go. I need to do one more. The disciples should start showing up soon. And I should give myself some energy.
Safety's off. We kicked a clown car. Here we go.
One thing I'm thinking about doing, so I'll probably be streaming my adventure through the Fury as a whole. So, yeah. And if you're still around, you're welcome to follow, subscribe,
Hear that beeping?
maybe join me
Demo
if you like
unit's on
hanging
its
out.
way.
Again? Okay. Let go of your thing, please. Wait, what? There we go. And disciples coming. Where are you? There you are. Oh, you're tanky. There we go.
We've got as much as we're getting for shot. We are a vapor trail.
Let's see. Might as well knock these out. These are much shorter than the other things. One round. Not bad. Oh, hello there. Thank you. Surprisingly getting more traction today.
Alad V selling the latest in asset security. Conduits. put the key in and you can pull the shinies out. Trick is, you've got to wait to open. Something happens to the conjure before you can pull the goods. You don't get the goods. Ever.
That's
Also,
a
the
little bit
believers
sticky there.
Alad sold the tech to will try to kill ya. Give that console the old bypass so we can get this thing started.
Let's see how bad this is. I don't remember how bad it is. These things are pretty good. Yeah. I'm super duper looking forward to Debiri, and I think this was a good opportunity to try to pick up some steam with regards to streaming. Yeah. So, are you hyped for Debiri, or are you just looking forward to trying new content? Because like, there's like two kinds of Warframe players: the kinds that are too stubborn to put it down, or the ones that will come back every now and again for an expansion. Like, there's a lot riding on this expansion too, right? So, very, very excited to see what the devs do. The new landscape, the non-grindy nature of Debiri, supposedly.
This isn't your regular vault job. Alad V sold the conduits with interference routines specifically designed for the Tenno. Don't you worry though. I've got some workarounds. Conduit keys are carried by high-ranking muckety mucks. Knock them down. See what they've got.
Yeah. So I'll be trying to stream my little journey through Debiri. So if you are interested at all, you're welcome to subscribe. Yeah. Because, well, I'm always looking for new people to have a chat with. You probably have it there.
First key. Right. Find a magic
Magnetic
conduit.
anomalies.
Demo unit incoming. Don't let them near the conduit.
Not from here. Maybe from here? Oh. Like, yeah, I've got. We're probably in the same boat. You've got 700 hours on me, though. I'll see you when it drops. Thank you for joining the stream. Mad excited.
Demo unit coming in fast. That thing blows and you can kiss the conduit goodbye.
Not here. Where's it coming from then? Here? Yep. I hear you. Yeah. Fingers crossed that Devere is going to be a breath like everything the devs promised it would be and more. But waiting with bated breath.
Demo units looking to depart this mortal coil and take you with it. Keep it clear of that conduit.
No, not from here. I know one of the entrances here, though. Nope. Didn't mean to do that.
Hear that beeping? Demo unit's on its way. Care to live up to your
Toby.
reputation and try again?
And maybe an apostle? Or what? Disciple? Yeah, disciple. Oh, I mean, there's a reason to slow down and smell the roses now. So it's circle, square, and the triangle's over there. So this is square. Alright, we got the pattern. Grab you. Grab you. Easy. Better late than never. Come on in, the water's fine. Are you not allowed to enter this room? That is a very funny quirk.
Shiny secure
And so
and
we
wearing
learn
the
the
wind.
importance of
I'll
clarity,
send your cut via the usual.
purpose.
Have a good one.
Yeah. see. I wonder what happens when I force one of those things in those rooms. We'll see. And then last incursion is a defense. Do I really care who I bring to the defense? I'll just go with Old Faithful.
Their rage is vehement, their focus impressive. Give them all warriors' death.
Okay. Yeah, I wasn't expecting to run into someone with 700 more hours than I did. I mean, that's just how it be sometimes, though. The game's been out for 10 years, so... Then again, I did go on hiatus for like 3 or so years. Even though it's not really a competition, I love that live stream. Nope. That was not a Let's see. Do I really want? This and now how much damage I can do. That's one bit of tech I didn't consider. Spawns on all of you. I'm thinking about whether or not I should work on any of these silly builds I have in mind. this is going to be important. High violence. I think violence is the one you can permanently ragdoll. That's all. You know what's the one thing I'm looking most forward to? Yeah, is the next, like, you know, theme song kind of thing. Because, like, every now and again, there's new Warframe content that includes a new song. We All Lift. And not necessarily the ones that require, like, have lyrics. For instance, there's the one from the Second Dream? Or New Dream? I don't remember. It basically, Until the Pain Stops, I think it's called. But otherwise, like, We All Live, I think was, like, a smash hit. Sleeping in the Cold Below. And for Narmer, was a hit or a miss. Wasn't the greatest, wasn't the most catchy, but I mean, it was a lot of fun to see the drastic difference between the people of the Valis before and after Narmer. I still have one more wave. I might have to deal with another dude. We will find out. Oh, the thing's taking a lot of damage. I should probably not stray too far away from it. Yep, there's the second one. Misery. Misery is the one that summons, isn't the Necro spot, right? Wow, there's so many guys. think it's just about safe to start working on Misery. We got 40 something seconds. Where are you? Yeah, it's the active spot. There we go. There we go, that should be it. Yep, one more.
A valuable lesson.
That's today's incursions. So I'm falling a little behind on my Zariman rep. So I suppose I could do that for a little bit. I haven't been really in the mood to do the Varuna survival or armor bounties. And I think realistically that's all that I have left, right? Let's see. Ready, in progress. So you're done. Let's swap to Spook. Change you out for Grendel. And this is Knight rank 0 Grendel. And Subsume. One of the best subsumes in the game, and I've been putting it off for I don't know how long. Confirm. So, if I'm not mistaken, Grendel Prime and Gauze Prime are... So it's... What was it? It's Wisp Prime, then it's going to be Gauze, then Grendel Prime, I think, is the release schedule. Though the devs would never acknowledge that. That'd be silly. After that would be Zaku. What other subsumes am I know I'm missing Pillage, but I'm waiting for Hildren Prime for that one. So I have Coil Horizon. So yeah, so Lycans, so Varuna and Caliban, last two that I needed to get. Actually, I don't use Caliban, so I can just shove them in here. Because I don't think I even have him potatoed, right? Excuse me, I had to sneeze. Let me just double check if everything's okay. Should be. Okay, so let's see. Caliban. Are you even supercharged? No. You don't even have mods in you. Yeah, I'm gonna feed you as is, because I have no intention of ever using you. At least right now. It's not that you are a bad Warframe, Mr. Caliban. It's more so that I'm not creative enough to think of a use for you just yet. And by the time I do, I can just pick you up again. All right, so let's knock out some Zariman and call it a day. believe. Let's go to Jim. Let's just
favorite neighbor.
exterminate. Complete the mission without abilities. I am completely reliant on my Warframe abilities, but if you say so. Not what I was expecting to have to do, but I guess you should be fine. Do you have adaptation on you? Yeah, you do. So normally I avoid these kind of missions, but feeling a little spicy.
Agribiome access has been temporarily disabled.
These Corpus ain't here to trade.
And the
They're looking to
Corpus too.
steal from us. Give them hell.
Oh, they hurt. Oh, they hurt real bad.
I'm loving this.
So this is needing a different kind of stuff, I think. Perhaps this is where Eno's gonna shine?
Remember, student, learning. Well done. Who knows? Maybe someday you'll walk the halls.
Nice, I'll grab these too. Okay, almost maxed my HP back up. Oh. There we go. If there's too many of them, remember that I got options. So I'm not going after the angel, because that'd be a pain in the butt. I mean, I could. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just gonna take a minute. Well, you know what? Wukong would probably be a good choice for this. This is gonna take forever. Plasm. Is it over here? Nope. The angel's up there. Should I try it?
Trying to retreat into the void so it can
So this is probably gonna take. Oh.
Stop.
Oh. Not even the right thing.
You can't hurt it while those dimensional orbs are out. Use your void body to absorb them. Now it'll stay.
So I can still use operator abilities. Huh. Weird. I'm not sure if there's any abilities other than Matter. Even Iru would be good. Defense strip. Well, then again, it's more of a case of why would you play this game then? Unless you were insane. I wonder how unpopular or popular this game is. So I've been at this for more than 5 minutes. That makes sense. Ow. What's my HP at? Should have brought the other weapon. Please. Why are there so many of you? Alright, so apparently there's one in here. Don't know how to get in that one. Is there like a little cubby? I don't hear the shimmer. Speaking of shimmer. Is it upstairs? Downstairs. Good. And extra goodie. Okay, I'm almost done. It's taking me a hot minute though. Which means Aish.
Maybe someday you'll be
Corpus goons are going back to Daddy Parvos empty-handed. You sent them running.
Okie dokie. Surprising bit of traction from YouTube today. Greater lenses. Not the greatest. I think I need to do one more to make sure that I have enough stuff. Void Armageddon, Void Cascade. Sure, let's do a Void Cascade.
No quarter.
Void Cascade. We'll do that. Set you up with Zataz.
The ceremony is holding steady. Welcome to Tubal Commons. The Corpus have triggered the deployment of Thrax-possessed exilizers. Deployed all together, they will cause an instant void cascade. I can stagger their deployment, give you time to purge them, so they can cleanse the ship instead of corrupting it.
When that thing starts moving, and it will, you'd better know what to do.
Here it is.
by the glory and wisdom of the Seven. If you put your mind to it, you can do it.
The angel is trying to retreat into the void so it can heal. Follow it and stop it.
That possessed exilizer is spitting out contamination. Use your void power to purge it.
That's the way. Break it down, body and soul. Good. Now it'll stay hurt.
Oh, that got their attention. Enemy forces moving to your location. Void contamination dropping.
Did it pick that up? I think so.
Possessed exilizer located. Purge it and make it work for us. Exilizer is ours.
So the next one won't spawn until the first one is done. So, got plenty of waiting to do. there, friend. Give me your playism. And then that should spawn two Exilizers. One in this room, one in the next room. Hopefully it's all in this room, though. What's with the spawn density? Where's everything? One thing that I do like about the open world areas is that they're willing to be blatant with them just spawning units in front of you.
Deal with it while you still can.
Like, it would be nice if, like, they did the same here.
Exilizer spent. This cascade is growing out of control.
So, like, in general, this whole idea that they gotta spawn out of sight is kind of silly. It's like, oh, I leave the room for 1 second, oh, there's suddenly 4 guys in there. It's like, I'd just rather, like, the mob density be more consistent. It's one reason I do like Steel Path is because, funnily enough, a lot of builds don't work unless they're on Steel Path, because the mob density is nowhere near high. Yeah.
These void nightmares are hell-bent on one thing: manifesting more nightmares.
I think I can start heading back now.
We're down an Exilizer, working on backups.
Hello, Mr. Thrash. No, that's not necessary. Okay, let's head. I think it's this way. Hey.
Our enemy has abandoned valuable supplies. This is yours now. You did everything you could. I've secured enough Exilizers to keep the cascade at bay for now.
That should do it for today's stream. Oh. I might stick online a little bit longer to do some trading, but other than that, I'm pretty settled in for today. So, if you made it this far, thank you for watching. Otherwise, what is the call to action? What was it? Like, comment, subscribe, follow, ring the bell. Yeah. My socials should be in the description. I think I need to update my YouTube for that one. And yeah. Hopefully tomorrow's tomorrow's going to be the big day regardless, but hopefully it isn't a massive flop. So, I believe this is where I'm going to call it. So, see you all later. Thank you for watching, and ta-ta for now.